Mr. Charm. Hopefully this is my last try. If my computer goes out, I'm done streaming for the day because I cannot handle that. I cannot handle the craziness of not. I just can't handle the freaking like restart, stop, um, say, share, can't post message. Okay, stream. Love y'all. I'm just I'm just saying hopefully to everyone that's on here shares the stream. Um okay, now let's go Facebook. Restart there. Sorry guys. This is so what happened the last time is my basically the computer just basically um locked down on me. I have no idea why it's doing that. It's almost ticking me off to a point where it's like, bro, like, um, most stupidest thing is just like kind of shuts down. Like, this is my third time doing it, and it's like, what the flip is going on? Uh, please, followers. I'm gonna make sure my other platforms are ready and set for all y'all to join and hopefully have a nice conversation without my stream shutting down and whatnot. I'm gonna try to go more quicker. Cause if you're spending more than 5 minutes doing this, that's a big problem. That's just me just saying that, you know. Um, say share, no. Yeah, just so yeah, it's been kind of uh sucky, I would say. Share, no. So yeah, I'm just gonna say on here share stream. Love y'all. All right. So now back to the chopping block is okay now. There's a risk for severe weather. Uh, what is it? Day 6, Thursday of next week for most of Wisconsin, uh, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, St. Louis, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and there's actually a lot of population in play. It's because of this cutoff low, and it's gonna kind of slowly progress west to east, and there's gonna be like large scale moisture out ahead of this low. So wait, give me 1 second. I should probably share my screen while I'm looking at. LOL. Uh, replace the. Let me do this for you guys. Let me. Uh, died. Yeah, I want. Okay. So hopefully, go down. Right. Replace screen sharing. Let's do that. Um. Okay, so what we're gonna be talking about is this right here. Storm Prediction Center. Uh, and we're going to be looking at the day 6 outlook right now. As you can see that, like, there's a lot of... Okay, so it's not showing my screen. Why is that? Dude, just share my screen. That's all I can ask for. Thank you. Oh my god, dude. That looks crazy, bro. Okay, so now here we are across southern Wisconsin, most of Illinois having a big severe potential, at least a good severe weather day across most of the region. Um, so we're gonna have big influx of moisture. Most likely, we're gonna have instability coming along with that. And then the next period over, there's the machine learning outputs, which basically kind of help predict with the severe weather. They're actually talking about more severe weather in the coming future. We'll see if that happens. So in terms of March, it's gonna be really warm. I'm gonna look at the if 12Z comes out. Yeah, 12Z is out. Thinking about so it's gonna be really warm. That's prognosis of things in the next I would say 7-10 days look pretty warm. If my stream crashes again, I'm probably not gonna do another one just because of the fact that it is complicated and it's more frustrating than anything. Like, we could be 10 to 15 degrees above average. So for us, our averages is about I got it noted on my phone. In usual May standpoint, we're in the upper 60s. So we could be in upper 70s, low 80s for temperature next week. So that is actually looking pretty decent overall. Here's the temperature outlook. Please last. Alright, 70s, 80s across the Great Plains, across Minnesota, even 90s potentially in Minneapolis, Minnesota area, in Des Moines. And then the cold front crashes Thursday to Friday. So it's going to be, at least I would say probably 80s and 90s would probably be my best guess for area wide across the Great Plains, Midwest, 80s and 90s for sure. With dew points overall in the mean thing, in the meantime, holy shenanigans, brother. Six. So moisture is gonna be actually coming Tuesday and Wednesday. We're gonna have at least 60 dew points, 50, 60s, pie area wide. More abundant moisture will probably be coming Thursday with that low pressure system. And with that low pressure system, that's where the chance of severe weather comes in. It This usually takes a minute to load, and I don't know why, but my screen it's being weird, and I think that's why it crashes. No idea why. So that's why I'm thinking about getting like a new laptop. I have a MacBook that I have right now, and it's just, I don't know, it's thin. It's not great for streaming, that's for sure. Okay, so this is the ECMWF this looks like, so obviously I should probably point it out. ECMWF is pointing at at least a low pressure moving through. Whether it's a line or not, let's not worry about too much just because it's still far out. Things will change as things go on, but it's a 990 low pressure preset. Looks like at least going to be some convection, so that's good. And the ingredients look uh, at least moderately favorable. I'm gonna look at the instability parameters or the energy. I like to just say energy just because it's more easy for the viewers to understand versus like cape. I mean, cape is actually convective available potential energy. It's a big word in a short meaning, but I just kind of like to call it energy just because if you're not a meteorologist, no one just uses that out of the blue, you know? So just energy would be a greater word, and the energy is actually from the sun, not only the sun, but also the dew points that come with the heating of the atmosphere. And looking at the energy, it does look like there's going to be at least quite a bit of energy coming with this system. The question I have is, will the storm arrive with that energy coming through? It's very possible that it does. GFS, I'm going to look at the same thing. Temperatures, uh, dew point, precip, and then we probably just end it there, I think, you know? Just let's make it short and simple. I think sometimes the longer that you go on a live stream, the more people just get disintuned. And that's for everyone. That's not just for um it's not just for like anybody. If the more longer that you stream, sometimes it can be a little bit more boring, you know. So energy will be ramping up, it looks like. Both models are at least showing signs of energy with the storm. Um with that comes the temperature. Area wide is probably gonna be pretty decent. Um whoa, bro, settle down, bro. Doing this cuckoo type stuff. Alright, 60s, 70s, 70s, 80s, across the Dakotas and the plains. 70s across Midwest. So it's gonna be really nice. We could, so I live in Wisconsin. So I'm a Wisconsin guy. So we could even reach what 80s if we have a good southwesterly wind. Cause if you live in this area, you got this thing called Lake Michigan, and this thing likes to blow sometimes easterly winds off the lake. So Milwaukee could be like this is saying 60s, and then inland could be 80s. So you're gonna have a wide variety of temperature differences, and this time right now, usually the lake is pretty cool. So it could be cool by the lake. Um, if there's not enough if there's not enough southwesterly winds, or if, or should I say, if there's a, a lot of easterly winds, it could keep the shoreline cooler. Holy cow, bro. Alright. Hoping to make it through this live, bro. Oof. Looking at this, I looked at temperatures, I looked at precip, I looked at instability. What else? Yeah, we can probably go to the, not CPC, but the SIPs, I call it, the SIPs. And this is showing basically a low pressure, 990, 980 low pressure. So pretty stout low pressure coming through. That will cause some strong storms. Holy cow, you need to chill, bro. SIPs for, I should probably say, for severe weather. Oh my god. No, I don't need tips, bro. I need sips, bro. Bro, my laptop is going cuckoo and in Cocoa Puffs. There we go. Oh my god, you actually finally did something right for once. Damn. Like my laptop just gone crazy these past couple. No, today it's just gone crazy. Holy cow. Alright, this is day 6 they're looking at. Yep. Now just looking at this. Basically, I'm just gonna like simplify it. These are learning machines that point out best potential for severe weather, and they're pointing at least of right now the Midwest being the best potential for some severe weather. There could be some action beforehand too. And looking at this, it's probably gonna be active at least the next 5, 6, like after day 4, it's probably gonna start getting really active again. So severe weather season is definitely upon us. All right, so at least we made it through that. I'm gonna say, is there anything that you guys have any questions with? Whoa, I don't need to see that, bro, dude. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And I'll be happy to answer it. Please just go to, wait. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer it. Otherwise, I'm going to be basically jutting out here. Thank you for the likes, though. I really appreciate it. Try to spam that like button as fast as you can. Like, so yeah, I think I don't know. I see any questions that I'm aware of? No, really, I don't need that popping up. At least as I don't really see any liable questions, I'm just gonna most likely end the stream. But I appreciate you all. Hopefully this was a smoother run than before. The last one, or beforehand, was I call it a screwy end of a screw puffer. Hey Char, it's nice seeing ya. I'm gonna end this live, and it's nice seeing you all here. I appreciate all my fans, and I love y'all.